Welcome to an explainer from BusinessRadio.media, where we spotlight Europe's most trusted innovators. Today, we're digging into the hidden liabilities buried deep inside our infrastructure, and we're going to look at the incredible materials designed to get rid of them for good. So let's just jump right in. When you're planning a big project, what's everyone focused on? The upfront price tag, right? But when we're talking about materials like steel and concrete, is that really the whole story? I mean, the real question isn't what it costs today, it's what it's truly going to cost you over decades of use. You know, just think about it for a second. That initial purchase price, that's just the entry fee. With the old school materials, you're also signing up for a future of nonstop maintenance, you're fighting a losing battle with rust and rot, you're wrestling with heavy, complicated logistics, and you're stuck with a massive carbon footprint. These are the real costs that bleed budgets and derail sustainability goals year after year. All right, so if that's the problem, who's stepping up to solve it? Well, let's turn our attention to a really powerful European partnership that is pioneering the solution. We're talking about Poland's NCT SA and their Czech subsidiary, MKP Kompozit. See, these two haven't just created a product, they've built a whole ecosystem for advanced composite solutions. And that's why they've earned a rock-solid reputation for credibility and for delivering serious value in the B2B world. So let's look at the team here. First up, you've got NCT USA. They bring almost a quarter century of hardcore experience shipping these huge composite structures to more than 40 countries. And then, backing them up, you have MKP Kompozit. They're the specialists, the wizards who create the high-quality building blocks, all the essential stuff like rods, meshes, and profiles. Okay, so let's get into the tech itself. What is this stuff? What is this composite material? And, what makes it such a game changer? So the magic ingredient here is something called GFRP. That stands for Glass Fiber Reinforced Polymer. The simplest way to think about it is this. You take a super durable polymer resin and you reinforce it with powerful glass fibers. What you get is a material that is ridiculously lightweight, but at the same time incredibly strong and built to last forever. It's a powerful modern alternative to the heavyweights of the past. So what can you actually make with it? Well, NCT SA is using this tech to build the next generation of infrastructure. We're talking advanced lighting poles, power poles, telecom poles, all lighter and way safer. Everything from super stylish design poles for modern cities to poles that meet Europe's toughest passive safety standards for highways. And this isn't just for big, flashy structures. This is where MKP Kompozit really shines. They're producing the actual backbone of construction. We're talking high-strength I-beams, U-channels, all the profiles designed to go head-to-head with steel and win. But the innovation goes even deeper, like right inside the concrete itself. Think about it. Traditional steel rebar, it's literally designed to rust. It's just a matter of time. Well, instead, they make GFRP rods and meshes, a completely corrosion-proof alternative that makes concrete structures last longer, right from the inside out. Okay, so why should this matter for your next project? Well, it all boils down to a massive triple advantage. You get way better performance, a much better long-term cost, and a sustainability story you can actually prove. I mean, just look at this. The difference is night and day when you put them side by side. GFRP has nearly double the tensile strength of steel. It just doesn't corrode, period. It's non-conductive, which is a huge safety win near power lines. And get this, we're talking a minimum service life of 100 years. The numbers here, they tell a very, very clear story. Let's break those advantages down real quick. First, strength. This one is a big deal. We're talking up to 2.5 times the tensile strength of steel. That means you get more performance, but with less material. Next up, weight. It's up to 4 times lighter. Just take a second and imagine what that does for your transport and installation costs, especially if you're working in a remote or difficult-to-reach location. It changes everything. And finally, sustainability. This one is huge. The production process for GFRP creates nearly 10 times lower CO2 emissions. For any company out there with ESG targets, a number like that is an absolute game changer. So here's the bottom line. It all adds up to this. You get phenomenal performance, especially in tough environments. You get amazing cost effectiveness because there's basically zero maintenance. And you get a verifiable, sustainable solution that's backed up by certified data. That's what turns a material choice into a brilliant strategic investment. But look, innovation is totally worthless without reliability, right? So let's talk about how all this new tech is backed by incredibly tough, Europe-wide quality control and a true expert partnership. And this is not just a bunch of logos on a slide. This is about taking the risk out of your project. These certifications, they cover everything from top-level ISO quality management and the European CE mark to super specific standards for road safety and even railway use. It's your guarantee that these materials have been put through the ringer and approved for the absolute toughest jobs out there. And the support doesn't stop with a product. When you partner with NCT and MKP Kompozit, you're not just buying materials, you're getting their in-house engineering teams on your side. They will work with you right from the drawing board all the way to implementation, making sure your project is as smart and efficient as it can possibly be. So, what does this all mean for your next project? It means you've got a real opportunity here to partner with true innovators and build a future that is way more durable, much more efficient, and, fundamentally more sustainable. It really all comes down to this. This right here is the future of building things. It's that perfect meeting point where extreme durability, way more design freedom, and a genuine eco-consciousness finally come together to create the new standard. So, if you're an engineer, an investor, or a decision maker who's ready to build with a real strategic advantage, well, the next step couldn't be simpler. Just reach out directly to the experts at NCT SA and get the conversation started. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As you look ahead to your next big infrastructure challenge, the choice really is crystal clear. Are you going to settle for the hidden costs and the limitations of the past, or are you going to invest in the certified performance, the efficiency, and the sustainability of the future?